excited to broadcast our pilot show on location right here at the luxurious Omni Nashville Hotel located in the beautiful Nashville, downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Coffee Table Conversations is a spin-off of Differences radio magazine show and features 3 veteran radio television personalities, Wanda Powell, Andy Lynn, and myself. Here on Coffee Table Conversations, we will conduct in-depth, highly anticipated interviews with the industry's most sought-after individuals on the local and national level. Our conversation topics will focus on entertainment, health, food, fashion, lifestyle, and community affairs. Before introducing our first guest, I'd like for the other host, Wanda Powell and Andy Lynn, to say a few words for themselves. Andy, you first.
Well, I've been in radio for the past 20 plus years, starting out in Detroit back in, I guess that would be my age. But I moved here, I did 16 years in Detroit and then moved here to Nashville in 2004. I also have a syndicated show called the Nashville Music Minute. I'm a stand-up comic and I work for a couple of artists in social media and also in consulting.
And I'm Wanda Powell, aka Wanda P. I host a television show for 14 years, Rock, Restore Our Communities. Also, I teach at the Metro Public Schools. I've been there 17 years. Native of Chicago, author, Rock the World, How to Make a Difference. And I'm just loving working with my sister Denise and Andy Lynn, and I'm just looking forward to this awesome show.
Andy, we're going to go ahead and let you introduce our first guest.
Oh, thank you. Once again, we're filming our premiere show from the beautiful facilities of the Omni Nashville Hotel here in Nashville, Tennessee. And our first guest is Todd Rodemel. He is Director in Sales and Marketing for the Omni Nashville Hotel. Todd, welcome to the show. We are delighted. This is one of just a beautiful facility. Thank you so much. And thank you for being one of our first guests for Coffee Table Conversations.
We are ecstatic to have you all with us, and we're glad to be on the pilot, and we can just do it here every week as far as I'm concerned.
All right, thanks so much.
Well, would you mind if I start off the questions?
Go right ahead.
Okay. Why did you, and not that I'm surprised, because Nashville's a great town, but why did you choose Nashville, Tennessee to open it, have the Omni open its doors here?
You know, it's a very good question. Obviously, one of the main reasons is right across the street here on Fifth Avenue is the $650 million Music City Center. And one of our deals with the city was we would be designated as the headquarter hotel. So obviously with the business that's coming with the new Music City Center, you figure $650 million there, the expansion of the Country Music Hall of Fame, all of the new infrastructure. You know, Nashville's spending a lot of money and we are a hot destination and the Omni wants to be part of it.
And it's a hot hotel.
Yes,
Thank
it
you.
is.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Thank you.
And I don't know if I'm stepping on what you were asking, but one of the questions I wanted to ask is, with the Omni already seeing some early successes with the enormous economic impact in our city, let's talk more about that. Well, why is it?
You know, you figure the original Nashville Convention Center was roughly 250,000 square feet. The one that you're looking at across the street here is roughly 2.1 million square feet. So it's quite a significant difference. So a lot of groups and conventions that couldn't come here before, now they're like, wow, I have a whole new destination. For example, in 2014, Nashville, Tennessee, our small, wonderful, quaint town, we are hosting 27 citywide conventions, which is more in 1 year than this city has ever hosted. As far as the Omni is concerned, our original opening date was January 1st of 2014. We broke ground on June the 16th of 11. Due to the great weather, we actually opened 3 months early, so we've completed our first month of operation in October, hosted over 94 groups. We served over 9,400 cups of coffee in Nashville very own Bongo Java coffee shop. Served over 33,000 meals in our ballrooms, and we served over 13,000 lunches in our honky tonk bar line. So it wasn't quite the soft opening we anticipated, but we welcome all Nashvillians with open arms.
A lot, Todd, goes into event planning and meetings. Tell us some ways in which the Omni Hotel actually accommodates these visitors here in Nashville, Tennessee.
You know, there's a lot of things you can do in Nashville. that you can't really do in other destinations. For example, this past Saturday night, we had an event for a corporate client. It was actually a songwriters night, and as you all know from being here, there's myriad songwriters in Nashville. We had Tim Nichols, who wrote "Live Like You Were Dying" by Tim McGraw. We had Brett James, who wrote for Kenny Chesney and Carrie Underwood, "Jesus Take the Wheel," and we had Rivers Rutherford, who's written for Brooks and Dunn, and a quaint little songwriters in the round where they tell the stories of what gave them the influence to write these songs. There wasn't a dry eye in the house after Brett sang "Jesus Take the Wheel," and we add into that the flavors of Nashville. We add some Memphis barbecue. We do some Nashville wet barbecue.
Oh, mouth-watering, mouth-watering.
Shrimp and grits. Nashville's own pimento cheese sandwich. So we really give them the feel of what it's like to be in Nashville. And then we throw the twist on it at the very end. When they say, "What's the dress code?" we tell them Nashville chic. And they're like, "Well, what does Nashville chic mean?" We say, "Well, just you
take it on
dress." That's right. So we had everything from the dresses with the cowboy boots to the bolo ties so that was probably one of the most exciting parts of the evening.
And when you spoke about the barbecue, my hometown is in West Tennessee. If you said Memphis, I think of Beale Street in Memphis and all that good barbecue.
Absolutely. Rendezvous, right?
Yes, absolutely.
One of the questions I wanted to ask, just how are the neighbors taking to it?
We've had a fabulous partnership with the Music City Center. I literally started I was employee number one for the hotel. I started on April 28th of 2011 with my BlackBerry and a pickup truck in the Convention Center parking lot.
Really?
Wow.
And Charles Starks, the executive director, called me and says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm looking for office space." And he said, "I've got an office for you." So the Music City Center from day one has always been great partners and gave us office space. And we work with them because of all the citywides. They're typically meeting over there, sleeping with us. So all of our staff have a great partnership. And then of course the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. We connect on 3 levels. They've been fabulous partners. The Hampton Inn beside us, the Renaissance. So Nashville, in a lot of larger cities, you've got some pretty stiff competition for the most part. But Nashville, being in the South with the hospitality, we have some friendly competition for groups. But when it comes to securing these citywides and all of us uniting as one, it's no one can beat us.
Nashville is the welcoming city. We're the it city.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And let me ask you this time, how can a guest get reservation? What the check-ins is talking about?
They can do it numerous ways. They can call our 800 number. They can go online, go to omnihotels.com/Nashville. If they want to make a reservation at one of our restaurant outlets, they can go to Open Table. So there's many different ways, or you can do it the old-fashioned way. Show up at the front desk and plop down your credit card.
That's right.
No one's turned away.
That's right.
No,
That's right.
yeah, right.
That's right.
Well, looking forward to some of the things that are coming up for the Omni Nashville. Obviously, you're going to be hosting some amazing conventions here. I know of a couple that are coming up. I don't know if I want to mention them yet, but because they're not confirmed yet. But there's some really great things that are happening. If you could tell us what you look forward to in the future for the Omni with all of these great things that are happening here in Nashville. And also to our viewers, anything else that you would like to let them know as far as what to seek out, what's coming.
Well, I think one of the neatest things, or one of the coolest things that we're going to be able to do that a lot of other cities won't be able to do is right over here to the west of us is the Music City Center. And Fifth Avenue between Demumbrian and KVB is a curbless environment.
Right.
And that was designed like that on purpose because what they're going to do is we're going to be able to pull a permit from the city when we have a 5,000 or 10,000 person convention and literally close this street off in the evening and have a Sheryl Crow concert or a Kenny Chesney concert.
That's
awesome.
Amazing.
And so they'll be able to actually, feel the music and see what Nashville is all about between our building and, of course, the beautiful Music City Center. As far as the locals are concerned, I'd like to welcome everybody out to the Omni because, I think we really reflect local color. Over 50% of the artwork in this hotel is made by a Tennessean, a Nashvilleian.
Okay.
Over 75% of the artwork is from Tennessee artists. You'll tell from the designs throughout the hotel, it's all about Nashville. If you go to our 3-meal restaurant, which is called Kitchen Notes, you can experience Nashville's only biscuit bar. I said it, biscuit bar.
Biscuit bar.
2 new biscuits every day.
Such as?
Well, you know, I'll tell you my funny story. We actually moved into this building. Hotel opened September 30th. We moved into our offices September 6th. As you can appreciate, it was a little bit of organized chaos going on, getting ready 24 days in advance, and walking through the kitchen, and I see a chef that I hadn't recognized, never met before. And he looked like the Nutty Professor. There was flour flying everywhere. And I went and introduced myself, and he said, "I'm Chef Andrew." He said, "I'm the new pastry chef." I said, "Well, Chef, tell me what you're doing." He said, "Well, Chef Harker, our executive chef, told me that I have 5 days to get as crazy and do whatever I can with a biscuit." And I said, "Well, what have you done so far?" So he pulls me over to this rack, and he had created already peanut butter biscuits, ham and pineapple biscuits. He created jalapeno biscuits.
Tell me there's chocolate.
Well, what he was working on, he had some dark batter. I said, "What's this one?" He said, "Well, I'm working on a biscuit with brownie mix and whole cherries in it." So only in Nashville, right?
Only in Nashville, Todd.
Only in
And you
Nashville.
know, my mouth is watering right now for those fantastic recipes. Again, we are speaking with Todd Rodemel. He is the sales director for the Omni Nashville Hotel. Todd, it's been wonderful. Thank you so much, and you've got
Ladies.
an open invitation to come.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
We are here with an awesome young man, comedian Mr. Bone Hampton. How are you, Bone?
I am good. I am good. How are you?
I am great.
How are you?
I'm fabulous since we have you back here with us.
Thank you. And how are you?
I am amazing because I get to sit, you know,
My
right
mama
next
told me
you.
to make sure I speak
It's
to
all that.
everybody.
Great vibes.
Don't leave anybody else.
Don't leave nobody out, even though I done got left out. Everybody get real mugs. I got paper cups. But, you know, it's okay. I feel like home. Everybody got real cups.
We're doing the best we can.
I understand. I
Can't
understand.
take
It's
it
all
ours home.
good.
You get to take yours home. See?
Really? That's how
You
you
have
gonna
to
sell it
turn
to
ours
me?
back
That's the way I'm
You're gonna
spend
sell
it.
it to
I'm
me
gonna
then?
spend it
Because
that
I get to
way.
take the paper home and make it feel special? Okay. Trying to figure out, y'all got papers and stuff? I don't even know what we talking
We
about.
are prepared. See, we are here on location at the luxurious Omni Nashville Hotel, located in beautiful downtown Nashville.
Hold on. You're not giving this hotel justice. We at the Omni. When I tell you we at a beast of a motel, this thing right here, let me tell you something.
You say motel.
Motel. I'm talking to my people, okay? My people understand. If I use the word beast, talking about somewhere to stay, I'm definitely not talking about a motel. I am talking about a hotel. It feels like home up in here on the hotel. You get a room at the Omni, you ain't never gonna want to go home.
That's absolutely
Okay? I'm
right.
hanging out in the lobby. That's where I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be in the lobby all day, every day, just feeling good about myself. You in the Omni, you look up and you say, "There is a God."
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
it is. Anyway, go ahead. I just wanted to clarify because she's saying it like you somewhere. This beast mode right here. I'm waiting on Beyonce and Jay-Z to walk through right now. That's what
Okay,
she's
we
saying.
here.
Okay.
Thank you.
My cheeks are sore like I've been at a wedding. Okay, the question I want to ask is crossover. What is the term that we use in crossover comedian?
Break that down about me being a crossover. Here's the thing. Comedy is usually in a genre a lot like music.
Okay.
Okay, so when you have a music and you're in a genre and you cross over to another genre called crossover. So comedy, I am a black man, so most people like he's a black comic. But I do more white rooms than I do black rooms. But see, I maintain them black rooms, so I'm a crossover. If I didn't do no black rooms and I'm just in white rooms, then I wouldn't be a crossover. I'd just be here. He a black dude that do white rooms. He ain't crossing over nothing. So I'm in both rooms. And then even to get it a little deeper, I'm a Christian comedian. So I do black churches as well as white churches, and then I cross over even to regular comedy clubs. So I'm a triple threat crossover. So that's why I get to use the term Mr. Crossover. It's not a lot of comedians that can say they can go in a black church and a white church and a regular comedy club. It might be a black church and a regular comedy club, white church and a regular comedy club, but black, white, and regular,
That's it.
that's me.
That's bone.
That's how I do it. That's how I get that.
That's bone.
And they still gave me a paper cup with all that. I don't understand how I'm supposed to be respected up in here.
Andy's giving you.
I
You done switched it up?
She didn't step out of it.
Okay. Thank you
See,
for not sitting.
Bone is a very busy man, as we all can see. Now, we had a hard time tracking you down again, Bone. So, tell us, what's the difference? Why did you choose the beautiful city of Nashville over LA?
Well, first of all, LA, I like LA. It's a little Sodom and Gomorrah. LA is a little free for all out there. And LA is where a lot of the lights, camera, and action go. But Nashville has a lot more home effect to it. I'm originally from Fort Worth, Texas. So I'm used to the home feel. I'm used to when you say hi to somebody, they expect that and they say hi back. You know, in LA you say hi, the response is, "What you want? I ain't got nothing for you."
Right.
I just said hi. It's like, I know you want something. What you want? So that get a little hard. You try to be a gentleman. You try to have some chivalry. You know, you open the door for like, she's like, "No, I'm gone. I know you up to something. Get on." I'm like, what I'm up to is trying to be a gentleman.
Okay.
Don't none of that go on in LA. So it's cool to be here. Because I do Christian comedy, a lot of my events are with Christian music artists. And all the guys are here. So sometimes it's easier because you might not even be planning to be on that weekend of a tour, and they'll just call, "Hey man, what you doing this weekend? Chilling? Come get on the bus." Pick up 3-4 dates you have with Toby Mac or 10th Avenue North, you know, casting crowns because you down here. When you got to get a flight, they're like, "What you doing this weekend?" "Nothing." Can you get a flight? No. I know overnight flights. Overnight flights $935. No, it ain't that kind of party.
Well, Cole, let me ask you this, because you've got a history with just famous artists, singer, comedian, Jamie Foxx. Talk to us about how you met him in this wonderful character.
Okay, how much time we got? Because this is about a 17-minute story that I'm going to try to do in 48 seconds. Come on in here closer so you can hear the story. Now, come on in here. So when I was in college, the hit show In Living Color was on. And Jamie Foxx did the ugly girl character. Her name was Wanda. Wanda was every girl I ever tried to hit on. So it registered with me in a way that I can't even explain. Every time I was like, "That's her, that's who I was trying to take to the movie last week," and she did the same thing. So this character just resonated, and when I would go play basketball in the gym at the college, I would always do the character. They'd be like, "Boom, give us the recap of what happened Sunday night." So I'd be like, "Okay," so Wanda was like, "Hey, for real?" So it was like they knew I did it. So Jamie was in town doing a concert, and so he came to the student union. Now my mama don't know this story. Mama, I'm sorry, but I still ended up getting my degree, so don't hold this against me. So I'm sitting in a biology lab, and my friend tell me, "You know Jamie is down in the student union right now." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "I'm supposed to be learning how to cut this frog up, but I really want to know." And so when the teacher turned their back, I looked at my friend, I said, "Next time they turn their back, I'm out. I'm finna go to the," he's like, "Boy, you're supposed to be getting an education up in here." I'm like, "Look, as long as I get a 2.8, I'm good. I'm about to get out of here and go see what Jamie talking about." So Jamie was down there having a Wanda impersonation contest, and they had 2, 3, 4 people coming up, and they were bombing, and Jamie was clowning them, right? So my friend, he's like, I was like, "Man, I think I'm gonna go down there because I want this free T-shirt." He's like, "Dog, don't go down there." I'm like, "Nah, and everybody was just doing 1 or 2 words that Wanda would do. Well, I had developed an entire, if I was Wanda, this is what Wanda would say. So I had told my boy, I was like, I'd be like, "Hey, I got these bifocals." He was like, "Don't go down there, just stay right here." But I want the free T-shirt, so I went down there. And when I got in, I had my baby fro, Jamie Clown. He's like, "Here comes Billy Ocean." I was like, "Really? You know Billy?" No, that's not funny. That's not funny.
That's gonna hurt you.
Let me talk over here. Ain't nobody that's like no Billy Ocean. Look like Bone Hampton. That's who I look like. Scratch that. Edit that out. Whoever is the producer, edit that part out. We ain't got no agreements on that. So I go down there, and so I start doing the character. So I was like, "Hey, I know y'all ain't used to seeing me with no bifocals." And so this side of the room started laughing like, "Wow," he said, "bifocals, that's a trip." But then I tried to get me some collard greens, but then they sold me some poison ivy. So now this side of the room is like, "These ain't poison ivy." So I broke out in this rash. So I couldn't wear no more of my Victoria secretions. So then I had this room. Then by then I was just in the, you get in a comedy zone sometimes, you know what I'm talking about. You have what you already wrote that you feel's gonna work. But if it works, Now you just let your natural instinct take over. So now I'm just working the room, and the dude that told me not to go, so I clowned him real good just because you didn't want to make me come up here. You wanted to take my satisfaction and celebration from me. You's a hater. But it was like in the 90s, they weren't really saying hater, so I was just like, you just don't like me. That's what I was using. And so I killed it with him at the end. So it was like, man, so by the time I finished, I had set it up. I'm like, oh, don't act like you don't know me, because you know. And then Jamie worded it with me, I rock your world. So Jamie was like, give it up for him. Whoever this is, give it up.
She did.
You can't keep nothing to yourself. You're supposed to at least wait till you get home and tell your friend. So, then they had the competition at this real concert. There was me and 3 other people that got from this other place, and I won. It was like 5,000 people there, and that's where I got the bug. It was such a cool feeling just looking out, watching these people just really laugh and have a good time. And I'm just like, man, to be able to be the person in charge of this much fun. I mean, right?
Yeah.
Is it anything else
when
like
you go
that?
home, when you go home every night, you're just like, I made a lot of people laugh and feel good about themselves. I gotta do that again tomorrow.
Because laughter is life. And I know the clean comedy, man, I love that. But I like a little,
Don't get me twisted. Don't get me twisted. I wear my Christian comedian banner with honor. But if Cat Williams telling jokes somewhere, I'm right there. What you talking about, Cat?
That's what I'm talking about.
But part of that though, I started out with Cat, so I have a special relationship with Cat. So I even when he starts doing all the cursing, I hear the actual joke through the curse words. That's the one thing about being in LA is that I can filter through all of the extra adjectives and just hear the joke. Like when Def Jam first came out, I would tell my mama all the jokes. She didn't know I was editing the joke. So now she trying to watch it. She like, baby, they didn't say what you told me they said. They were saying some other stuff. Mama, you ain't supposed to be watching this. I edited this for you. So I'm with you. I mean, I'm a big fan of Kevin Hart. So
I just love to laugh, and people say, you shouldn't do all the ignorant stuff, but sometimes that's some of the funniest stuff.
Is that what they say?
And see, we're drinking coffee right now.
At least you say we drinking coffee. Shall I not smell this? Okay.
So you've had a couple of appearances on The View, and you have a special relationship, a great friendship with Sherry Shepherd.
Best friend. Best friend.
Tell us how all of that came about, of getting on The View and getting a chance to put everything out.
So when I first moved to LA from Texas, Sherry Shepherd was the first person I met. We took an acting class together with Tootie from The Facts of Life, Kim Fields. And so we were 2 of the only stand-ups in the acting class. So she saw that I was new because I had my suitcase. I brought it to class because I didn't know where I was going to stay. And she was like, okay, you want to go do some comedy? I was like, yeah. So she took me down to the clubs, and we just really became great friends. We both were Christian folks, so we had such a mutual respect for each other as we were in class and watching our talents, and just loving God allowed us to have a great, healthy friendship. Because a lot of times guys and girls get together and it's just like they don't even know how to be friends because the world and told them something different. So from that friendship, what they did was they had co-host best male friends on the show. And so Elizabeth Hasselbeck brought her husband, Whoopi brought her best friend, and I was Sherry's best friend. And it was such a great time. The director looked at me and said, man, you coming back pretty much whenever you feel like it. So.
And he's coming back with us. Actually, he's going to stay with us. He's going to be our guest co-host for the evening, Bone Hampton. I hope you're enjoying Bone. One thing that I do want to talk to you more about, Bone, is this new DVD that you have out. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Unofficially Famous is the name of the DVD, because regardless what you people looking right now trying to figure out who I am saying, I am famous. It's just unofficially though, we can't get that. I can't get verified on Twitter yet, but it's coming. It is coming. It is coming. All right. So, the thing about it is, it's time for a new DVD. The last one I made, I did it about 2-3 years ago, and you know that one's kind of ran its course. I've done some compilation DVDs, so it's finally time to put a DVD together that fits the genre that I'm in now, which is that crossover genre. So my other DVDs are either very CCM or it's very gospel. It don't really represent my neutral. And my neutral just means that just straight down the middle, just funny. It don't offend you if you gospel. It don't offend you if you Christian, and it don't offend you if you just a regular person in the club saying, "I just want to hear some funny."
Bone, you are hilarious.
Man, stress
You're
relief.
hilarious. You know, I want to say thanks for sitting and guest co-hosting with us. But before we wrap this up, you like jazz? You like jazz music?
Yes, yes. Who don't like jazz?
Exactly. Well, what I'm going to do is count down the top 10 jazz selections for the week.
Go.
Now, the first one is Pusher Man with Jeff Galoob and Brian Auger. Powerhouse, Bonnie James. I love Bonnie James.
Okay.
The Beat. With You All the Way, Steve Cole, Pulse. Hacienda, Jeff Lorber, Fusion. Steppers, Delight. Gotta do some stepping.
Yes.
Pieces of a Dream, In the Moment. Seaside Drive, Tim Bowling. Number 7 is Groove City, LeBron Shades. If I Could Fly, Vincent Ingala, Can't Stop Now. At Your Service, Oil Silk featuring Julian Vaughn, and Silhouette, Chuck Lowe, Silhouette. The top 10 jazz countdown for this week. And then let's see about the movies.
Well, we have the top 10 box office hits right now. Coming in at number 10, we have Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2.
Yes.
Number 9, About Time. At number 8, Captain Phillips. Number 7, 12 Years a Slave. And I even have my glasses on. Number 6, Gravity. I know about that. Number 5, Ender's Game. Number 4, Las Vegas. Number 3, Freebirds. Number 2, Bad Grandpa. And then at number 1, with $86 million was Thor: The Dark World.
Wow.
But I just want to say, I want to thank my sisters with me, Denise Barnes, we have Andy Lynn.
Yes.
I have a very special guest, Bone.
Thank you
Hampton,
guys for having
and
me.
I'm your host, Wanda P.
And we want to say thanks again to Todd Rodemel,
Yes.
Sales Director for the Omni Nashville
Yes.
Hotel. Thanks to the Omni Nashville Hotel for their invite, and we'll be back with them. And in closing, never give up pursuing your dreams, nor allow obstacles to hinder you in any way, because your goals are achievable if you believe.